Hey guys, we found this super sweet 29 Model A sedan that belongs to Armando and Liliana Ybarra. Uh, hey, welcome to Rat Fink TV, buddy. And if you don't mind, man, I was walking around Detroit and at the Autorama and I spotted your super cool, clean little car. Tell us a little bit about this awesome little car, if you wouldn't mind. What inspired you to build a car like this? I mean, it's traditional, but it's still real modern looking. Just a great idea. Tell me about the car, bud.
Yeah, so I've been an Ed Ross fan for pretty much my whole life, ever since I knew he existed, and I've just been into the model cars and building different cars over the years. I've probably had, I don't know, 30 different cars over the years, and this was on my bucket list. And I had a previous car that was a pro street car, and I sold that about a year and a half ago. Then I came across this car from a guy in Iowa, and I met Mac, and we flew out there and made the deal with Mac, and then had Mac commissioned him to kind of make some changes on the car to give it the stance and kind of the look that we wanted. I wanted it to look old school, and so.
Oh, it does, and that's Max at Max Rats is the builder. Oh yeah, they did a great job, man. It really has. That's one thing about the car is the stance of the car is just spot on. That's awesome, and the wheel choice. I was struck by the Dayton's, the black Dayton's on the black car. It really looked good. So that's awesome. Tell me a little bit about the drivetrain, the mill in this thing.
Yeah, so it's got a Blueprint 347 stroker in it, and it's backed up by, believe it or not, a GM 350 Trans and a 9-inch Ford rear end in it.
Well, that's cool. A little cross pollination there. That's pretty neat. What made you come up with that idea?
So the car had already been kind of started, so I didn't monkey around with the drivetrain setup. I just left it as it was. Mm-hmm. And it runs really great.
Oh, I bet.
The package and the detail that Mac did, you saw the top part of the car, and I had some mirrors underneath it. But if you look underneath that car, it's just as detailed in the meticulousness that he did with all the brake lines and all the wire routings and everything, just top notch. Everything is done first class. From top.
Absolutely. I checked out the detail, the brakes, everything. It's a spot on car. The interior was really striking too. I like the contrast of the colors and all, and I really dug that single gauge with all the multiple gauges in it. That really cleaned up the interior. That was a great choice.
Yeah, I talked to Mac about that. So that's kind of a one-off that was developed with him and a friend of his from Speedway. Mm. So they wanted to keep everything like in a single gauge, and it really came out outstanding. I also had Mac build a custom sheet metal console for the car. The car, when we found it, didn't have a console; it just had kind of a carpeted tunnel. And I said, you know what, we really got to do something with that. And so had him build me a sheet metal. It's all hand fabricated console, and then we painted it shiny black with the top insert where the shifter and the start button was painted satin black to match the 4-inch headers that we have on the exterior of the motor there. So it kind of ties that all in with that theme. So
yeah, very, very clean. Who did the interior in the car?
So the guy was Jim that worked on the interior. Mm-hmm. And he also did the canvas top. I didn't have the canvas top put on it at the show, but it's available to put on there.
Yeah, I was wondering about that because y'all were either very, very brave to ride around in Michigan in that with that, or you had a top. I figured one way or another, but very cool either with or without. That was pretty neat that the top wasn't there. You could really see in there. That was pretty neat. And the paint, man, the paint was really, really good. And who did your paint?
Yeah, so Scott's Customs from Dexter, Iowa, did the paint for us. Right. And he did an outstanding job as well. It's black's a tough color to paint and make look good, but as you can see and you saw from the show, he did a really, really outstanding job.
Yeah, when black's right, it's right, and it's very nice. It's a really good paint job. something that I think one of my favorite features on the car was the Lakes exhaust that was also black, the satin black or flat black, but then you had full exhaust, and the cool thing was that it exited through the body. I thought that was great. Was that your idea, or was it the guys over at Max?
No, so when we originally found the car, it just had headers that went underneath the car to the tailpan, the dual exhaust coming out the tailpan. But I wanted it to have the lake style header look.
Mm-hmm.
But what I also wanted was the ability to, have some cutouts on it that I could run open headers or run underneath the car. So if you're going on a long trip, so you're going to, Good Guys or something, you don't have to, have that noise all the time and then just turn it on when you want to show off, or
right, or you terrorize the neighbors, you just
exactly.
uncap them, yeah. But going through the exhaust going through the rear of the body, exiting through the body, you don't see that often. And then the single tail light, that was just like the finishing touch back there. That was very cool. I like that, and I like the pop out windshield. That was very cool. You had a lot of neat little nuances going on with the car that really set the car off. I thought was a really nice car.
Yeah, I appreciate it. The headers were kind of a work of art, to be quite honest with you. We purchased the headers and then custom made the lake headers that would basically had the pipe siamese into the side. A lot of guys have a welded flange there that you can see, and Mac did an outstanding job to basically hide that pipe going down underneath the car, as well as we added the 4-inch QuickTime Performance exhaust cutouts, which just with a key fob you can open them headers right up and get that nice throaty sound.
Oh, that's cool. So what do you guys have planned for the car? Are you going to show it this in the summer or ride it around, or what are you planning?
We plan on driving it around this summer, and I've got trying to make plans to go to Columbus to take it to Good Guys.
Well, you ought to make a trip out to Utah to the Rat Fink reunion if you get a chance. That would be a fun little trip.
My daughter would love it because my daughter lives in Utah. She lives in Draper, Utah. In fact, she's getting married this coming year. We were wanted to maybe take it out there because the wedding's going to be out there, and she wanted to take some photographs of it. So we might still be doing that as well. We'll see. Well,
that would be awesome. We'd sure love y'all to come out. Man, I'd like to really thank you for taking your time to show us the car and sharing it with everybody on the channel. And man, it's a wonderful car, and I hope you guys enjoy it. But thanks again for doing it, and all you guys listening. You guys stay finky, and we'll see you down the road somewhere.